Alright, so what's up YouTube? It's your boy Lowkey.Nard and I'm back with another video. I know I've been seeming real inconsistent. I've been seeming real. I just feel like I've been neglecting a lot of my priorities, a lot of my issues, a lot of the things that I've been going through for a long time. And that's kinda, I had to take a step back, see stuff for what it really is, accept things, really get into my own self before I decided to do anything.
You might think I'm dumb, bitch. I'm just 17 with a whole lot of money. Fuck you.
Making beats.
Get your ass up, bitch.
Do anything before I decide to turn another video. So here I am, I'm back, But today I wanted to focus on mental health. Like my mental health lately, coming from a personal perspective, I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've been noticing a lot of stuff. Parents, a lot of people have been putting me on game about stuff that I've been going through when I was little that I kind of neglected and always pushed to the side. Caused myself to stay busy, put myself through school, doing all these things as a way to cope with what's really going on. But whole time, I'm starting to get into the mindset to where I haven't really been dealing. A lot of times we go through things, we smoke, you feel me, we drink, we play sports, we go to school, we indulge in different activities just to keep our mind busy. Just so that when we start going through them things, we don't have to focus on it so hard. But now I'm at a point to where I'm forced to deal with it. Corona, COVID, whatever you want to call it, it's put me in a position to where I gotta deal with my issues. I'm alone 24/7. I'm by myself, I'm up in school in Tally, my people back home, like I have to deal with my issues. And I've came to the conclusion that it's important to accept everything that you're going through. Not put up with it, but accept it. That's the first step into recovery, acknowledging the issue. You feel me? That being said, I had to accept it. I tried putting my focus in the money. I tried putting my focus in the girls. I tried putting my focus in the social media. And I noticed nothing was going to change until I really just looked at myself from the inside out. So I took a break from social media. Like I just recently, like a day or two ago, started going on walks, getting energy from the sun. Just trying to be more natural with things and stay away from negative energy. And I noticed that mental health oftentimes is caused by the things that we surround ourselves with, the things that we feel like is best for us. For example, like I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, and I notice it's so much negativity on there. People arguing, people debating, people opinionating, a lot of ignorant things. We're allowing ourselves to be controlled by social media. First thing you get up when you do in the morning, I guarantee, aside from brushing your teeth and washing your face, the first thing you're gonna do that I was doing, I noticed, is going on Instagram, going on Twitter, checking who texts me, when the first thing I should have been focused on is what's gonna help me build myself and make myself better and get me through the rest of the day in the most, nobody perfect, but the most perfect way, the best way to where I can get shit done. You feel me? And a lot of times, a lot of our values, a lot of our beliefs, they stemming from social media. They stemming from the things that we see around us. They stemming from what schools decide to teach us. We really lack a lot of knowledge. And then, like I said, I've been getting into myself, reading a lot about myself, learning what type of person I am. I took something called the Myers-Briggs personality test, which I took before, but I took it again. Seeing what changed within myself, what's my character traits, what's this and what that. Everything that we learning, it could all be used, it could all be learned on our own. You don't really have to go to school to learn stuff. You don't have to go on social media. You don't have to watch the news every day to learn stuff. Everything is at our disposal right here, and I feel like a lot of times that plays a part in our mental health because we make our values based off what we see around us instead of what's actually important to us. A lot of times, often, we care about what's going on social media more than our own family, more than our own problems. How many of y'all, like, keep it real, how many of y'all go on social media, fight for different people's lives, fight for different people, And don't even fight for yourself. I'm one of them people, so I can attest, like, it's weird. You feel me? Even friends, like, I notice, I always knew this, but I noticed, like, I really don't have that many friends. I don't have no people who genuinely care about me like that. I got a lot of people who, yeah, boom, they here to congratulate me when I do something good, but I don't really have nobody here for me who gonna stick around through the process. And that was kind of draining my mental health, just always fighting for people's attention. And I know I seem like the most nonchalant, but a lot of me was honestly just fighting for other people's attention, trying to be here for people that don't really want me there, but they need me there. And fighting for all of that, it was like just draining on me. It was weighing me down, because then when I started going through my own stuff, it's like, boom, I'm here for everybody. Now I'm here alone. I cried for attention a lot. A lot of people recognize it but don't say nothing. A lot of people don't recognize it. That's cool. But like, honestly, probably noticed that, and it's kind of like, it kind of caused me to see stuff for what it really was. And then friends that don't really have their own identity. A lot of us don't have our own identity. We got friends. I got friends personally. I ain't even gonna call them my friends, but I got people around me. Their whole life goes back to social media. Everything that they do, their values, it all tracks back to social media. We ask them questions about themselves, they confused or they don't know the answer. They gotta look into it. And just seeing all of that, it caused me to like look into my mental health. You feel me? Check on myself, because I know nobody else gonna do it. And that's honestly been where I've been recently, even if it caused me, my peace of mind is the most important thing. A lot of people don't acknowledge their own peace of mind. A lot of people go out their way to make everybody else happy but themselves. How stupid is that? And I'm one of them people. But like, I look at myself every day now. Like, how stupid are you to be putting other people before your own self? And I've always been that type of person where you're an individual first. You feel me? You're an individual before anything. You can't be out here working for everybody, doing everything for everybody, and then you ain't got yourself together. Mentally, you draining. You ODing, you popping pills, you drinking every day, you smoking. Not because it's a good day, but because you literally tired, you drained. Then when you do finally decide to start doing all that, like, your body going through withdrawals. And like, I don't know if everybody familiar what that is, but like, you lack sleep, you lack eating. Everything you do, like, you don't really notice how much you normalize bad habits. You don't really see how much you depend on those bad habits. And I had to tell myself, being drunk, being under the influence of anything, you feel me? You put yourself on this thing. Anything that goes up, it gotta come down. You get high, you get drunk, you get under the influence of anything. Eventually, you gotta shake back from that. You gotta come down from that high. You gotta come down from that feeling. When you do, all them problems bombard your life again. You gotta deal with all it all over again. So what you gotta do now? You gotta drink, you gotta smoke, whatever you did to feel to get that high, you gotta do it all over again. And it's a never ending cycle. It's how people put themselves into mental institutions, because now they depending on something that don't really give a fuck about them. They depending on a drug that's not meant to rehabilitate them. The drug is not meant to help you. The drug is meant to make you do exactly what it does. Put you at that high. Make you feel good even though everything is fucked up in your life at that moment. So just seeing that, like, it kind of put me into perspective about a lot of stuff. And when I went through what I went through last weekend, like, nobody went here for me. After that house was gone, like, I kind of noticed, like, it's pointless, it's draining. You feel me? That being said, like, we all go through things. We all are our own individual. You feel me? A lot of people, we don't really accept us for us. We don't really get to know ourselves like we supposed to. I learned that I gotta protect my energy. I gotta protect my inner peace. I gotta protect my peace of mind. Nobody else can do that for me. Nobody else could tell me how to think. Nobody else could tell me how to live. So the quicker I accept my life for what it is, the quicker I get knowledge for things that I need knowledge to be knowledgeable of, get to know myself the best way that I know how, nobody can step into my mental health. No institution can step into my mental health. Then we go through school, we go through school, 12 years, okay, boom, you get a job, you have to go back to school. Schools don't teach you about depression, schools don't teach you about trauma, schools don't teach you about things that actually help you as a person. They teach you, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, the school system teach you how to become a slave. You gonna mean to tell me I'm gonna go to school for 4 years to still work for somebody else? Sometimes you're going to school for 6 years to still work for somebody else. You never really own your own thing. It's teaching us how to stay controlled. So the more that I know this, yes, I'm in school, yes, I sound like a hypocrite, but I also know too that what I got to learn for my life, I do need to know the knowledge that what I'm learning now. I know that everything that they teach me in the book, everything that I hear, everything that I bring into my life, I know all of it not true. I know that some things I look up on my own, and a lot of us fail to do that. And as I've been looking stuff up, I've just been noticing like we're being controlled for one, and that control is blocking our mental headspace. Nobody's teaching us how to get out of depression. Nobody teaching us how to deal with trauma. Nobody teaching us how to deal with a heartbreak. They barely teaching us how to manage money. But at the same time, it's like, since they're the controller, are they supposed to? They give us enough knowledge to get through their system to abide by the way that they want us to live. We have to do knowledge on our own. I had to do knowledge on my own because that was that blockage in mental health that was just stopping me from being what I wanted to be, and stopping me from seeing my future, stopping me from seeing my mission the way that I needed to see it. And for the most part, that's where I feel like a lot of us need to step up on everything. Like, we all go through issues, we all have our own issues, but we can't put our issues on nobody else. We can't depend on nobody else to just make our pain go away. And a lot of times we put our vulnerabilities into other people, we put our insecurities into other people. We have to deal with those. We have to look at every factor that play a part in how we feel the way we feel. You feel me? Because nobody else can take away those feelings. Nobody else can make our pain go away. You could have the world on your shoulder, you feel me, and have a $100 million partner right next to you. No matter how much money that person got, you will never feel like yourself, because money don't make us. Money is a cancer, if you want to be honest. To me, money cannot buy mental health, and I thought that for so long. My mama wasn't the richest, my daddy wasn't the richest, my people weren't the richest. But money it doesn't really help mental health. It's honestly a cancer to mental health. Money brings people around you that only see the money. They don't see you for you, they see the money. You feel me? So we have to make sure that we taking the time to come into in the full tense with ourselves. You feel me? Take walks every day. The sun gives you energy. Walking, it gives you energy. You feel me? Exercising gives you energy. That's why a lot of student athletes have 4 or 5 o'clock practices in the morning. It gives you energy. That's a good start up to your day. Waking up in the morning checking Instagram is not a good start up to your day. That is honestly the worst thing, because social media is everything. All that's control will show up on your timeline. If it's all control and all we seeing is bad energy, watching the news is bad energy, how you gonna try to be happy when you always on social media? Everything you put on TV is bad. It's negative. It's bringing you down. And I'm kind of starting to see that for what it really is. So just staying out the way, staying off social media alone, like, that's a big thing of sadness just taking off your shoulders. You feel me? Yes, I scroll through my Instagram, but as soon as I see something negative, okay, let me get off for like 5-10 minutes. You feel me? See something else. Go for a walk. Go to the court, watch people play basketball. Go play basketball. Oh, let me go check my mailbox. You feel me? A lot of people fail to see that for what it really is. Like, that's really needed. I'm the type of person, I used to sit in my room. I still do it sometimes. Like, I sit in my room, got little LED lights or whatever, but I like being in the dark. That darkness is not healthy for me, and I'm noticing that. You feel me? I sit in my room mad, depressed, angry, hurt, I read, of course, don't get me wrong, I write. But recently, like, I've been having blockages to where I couldn't do none of that. Everything was about other people. Nothing felt like it was about me. And I just felt stuck inside of my own head to where, like, why nobody care about me? Why I'm going through this and nobody here for me like I'm there for them? And a lot of people go through this blockage and nobody can help them, because it's like sometimes you just gotta take a step back, see stuff for what it really is, and then go attack your goals or attack your dreams and get what you was originally supposed to go after. You gotta start letting people dictate your future for you. You gotta stop letting social media dictate your future for you. Stop letting your friends dictate your future for you. You have to protect your energy, your own energy. Protect your own inner peace. Because like I said, you are an individual. Nobody can do that for you. I'm in the space now too. I'm starting to understand, like, I'm human just like everybody else, and I want everybody to see that I'm human. I mess up, I do wrong, I make bad decisions. Nobody can deal with those consequences for me. Nobody can deal with that karma for me. I gotta deal with every decision. I gotta deal with every consequence that I have. Nobody can do that for me. Nobody can do that for you. Now that I'm understanding all of that completely, it's like I see stuff different. I move different. I control more of the narrative than anybody else could. Nobody can tell me how to live my life. The school system, the jail system, the government, you can't tell me how to live my life. I know what's right from wrong. You feel me? So that all being said, is like, mentally, that blockage I have is not there no more. I feel better. I'm still going through everything I'm going through. I'm still dealing with everything that I'm trying to accept. But I can at least muster up enough energy, mustered up enough anything to just make this video for y'all. Cause I know what I'm going through, it's not the end. And I know everybody go through it, especially college students, especially kids in school, kids from povertized environments. Just everybody go through this. We all have hard times, we all go through hardships. But don't let that bring you down, don't let that keep you down. Because the more you let that keep down, you letting somebody else win. You an individual first. Nobody can take that away from you. If you like anything I'm saying, let me know that you like it, like down there. If you want, like, any feedback that you got from me, motivation, anything, because I do need all that. Like I said, I'm human just like y'all. Let me know in the comments. Even if you don't like something, let me know what you didn't like. If you want to opinionate, my Instagram is Lowkey.Nard. My Twitter, Nardo_IM. If you want the Snapchat, I will leave all that for you down there. But I'm human, I'm growing, I go through trials and tribulations just like anybody else. I never want to come off as perfect. I never want to come off as somebody that's too superior, because I'm not. That being said, it's all love with me. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, share my page if you got to. Help another person out. Help yourself. Sadly, this is how I make my happiness.